Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Caradonna Adventures Master Series. And today we're going to be having a very fun presentation with our friends from the beautiful island of Dominica. For our host today, we have Makisha, and she is the marketing director for Fort Young Hotel. And we have Francesca, who is the dive shop manager. And they're going to take us on a beautiful trip to Dominica, where we can all get away from our anxiety and pressure and enjoy this lovely island.
Okay, boom, we call it Dominica.
Yes, the nature isle of the Caribbean.
It's rum punch time.
Oh, we call it Dominica.
It is spelled D-O-M-I-N-I-C-A. It is not Dominican Republic. It is pronounced Dominica and is situated between Guadeloupe and Martinique in the Caribbean.
When I think of Dominica, it's all natural. And you can get you could just go to the tree right now and pick a pawpaw and you just eat. You just go to the garden, get a cane, and you make a juice. So it's just lovely. It's just nature. You know, you could get everything from Dominica.
We are Dominica.
We call it Dominica, the nature isle.
Live life.
Yeah, we love Dominica, and I hope you love it too as well. You don't know.
We call it Dominica.
We call it Dominica.
It's called Dominica.
Call it Dominica.
We call it Dominica.
We call it Dominica.
We call it Dominica.
It's called Dominica, the nature island.
Nature, you're one with nature.
If you want to be in harmony and one with nature, come to Dominica.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Makisha, as Elisa said. I'm the Sales and Marketing Assistant Manager for the Fort Young Hotel. And today with me, I have Miss Francesca Bellot. She's the dive shop supervisor, an open water dive instructor, and the only female dive instructor on the island. Say hi, Francesca.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to see all of you again. Oh yeah, definitely. I am a diver indeed. And I am the only local female dive instructor. We do have dive instructors on the island, but I'm the local female one. So it's been about 10 years that I am a dive master, but 13 as a dive instructor, and it's my life. I am Dominica. And as the video said earlier, we have some guests who sometimes ask, or friends, is it pronounced Dominica or Dominica? So this is where it comes from. It's not Dominica, it is Dominica.
Dominica, yes. We are definitely not the Dominican Republic. We are located between the two French islands, Guadeloupe to the north and Martinique to the south. We call them our sister islands. A lot of our visitors come from there, and we do have some divers from there. So if we have anyone from Guadeloupe, Martinique, or France, bonsoir, bienvenue. Okay. The Fort Young Hotel is the 4-star waterfront hotel and dive resort located in a prime location along the Caribbean coast amidst the nature island. The Fort Young Hotel is a historic building which has a lot of history towards Dominica and foremost its independence. For those of you who have already been to Fort Young Hotel, you will know that the entry point of the hotel used to actually be the old fort, but unfortunately, due to Hurricane Maria, this is no longer, and we are in the process of reconstructing, and I'll be giving you a bit more information about that soon. Can you, William, this is moving too fast. Can you go back to slide number 2? Right. Currently, the Fort Young Hotel has 39 rooms, which I will give you a bit more detail of further down in the presentation. Previously, we did have 72 rooms. Again, majority of those rooms were destroyed by Maria, and we are still under construction. As of October 2018, we welcomed our first group of divers, right, Fran?
Yes.
And that was awesome. They had a lot of fun, and I hope that you are here with us today, and I do hope that we will be seeing you again sometime soon.
Definitely, we are very excited. We are ready. As soon as possible, we are ready to have you.
Yes. Okay. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide, William.
We just might want to mention, because we had a sold out presentation today, that this is streaming live on Facebook. So for all your friends and family, if you do not catch this webinar, it will be streaming live for everyone to watch later on, or if they can jump on now. Thanks.
Previous slide, please, William. We all know that getting to Dominica is a bit adventurous. I would not say challenging, because I love traveling and it's always an adventure leaving Dominica and coming back home. I'm never stressed about it. I take my time at the airports, at the ferry terminal, and I do enjoy it. So we do hope that when you come to us, because there's no straight flights to our beautiful island, which is why I think that we are as unique as we are, and that we have maintained the natural beauty that we have and that we offer to you. Therefore, when you come into Dominica, do expect to make a stop or two along the way to get to us, but getting here, you definitely will not regret it. Next slide. The main hub between Dominica and the US would be San Juan. Most of our tour operators and most of our divers, even our adventurers, this is actually the main hub that they use. Our other hubs include Antigua, Barbados, Saint Martin, and our sister islands of Guadeloupe and Martinique. Another island which you could actually interconnect with is St. Lucia, which is just south of Martinique. Play this video for us, please. Awesome. On your screens, you will see the exact location of our dive resort. It's right on the waterfront. Going diving is no hassle, no headache at all. You do so from our private dock right on our property. The boat departs at 8:30, right, Fran?
Yes, 8:30 departure every morning.
Every morning. The Fortune Hotel is extremely well placed, not only for diving, but also for adventure. As you can see, the red and the green marks shows you the different excursions and sites that you can visit within close proximity of the hotel. Your mornings can consist of your two-time dives, and the afternoons you could actually do short excursions within our renowned UNESCO heritage site, the Mount Wapito National Park. Within that site, you could get awesome attractions such as the boiling lake, which is the second largest boiling lake in the world. It's something that you do not want to miss. It's a 6-hour hike, but it is definitely worth it. After that hike, when you return, you could actually just take a nice little swim in the Titu Gorge, which would take you about half an hour, roughly half an hour, so that you could cool off, refresh, and then come back to the hotel for a nice, refreshing drink and an awesome dinner at our Palisades restaurant, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly. For those of you who have been there, you would know that other sites such as the freshwater lake, which you can do kayaking on, not just viewing, the Bory Lake, which is also a short hike, and the Middleham Falls and the renowned twin falls of Trafalgar Falls are right on our doorstep. You could also take a short tour to the south of our island where you could see beautiful villages, see what our culture is like. Our volcanic culture is very, very pronounced in that area as well as the south and in the Mount Wapito, where you could have sulfur baths, which have great healing properties. So if you're looking for diving, for adventure, and for spa, you definitely have to come to the Fortune Hotel. We have packages, and we also can curtail packages for you, obviously through Caradonna, don't forget, through Caradonna, and we can curtail anything you want for you, exactly the way you want it. Next slide, please. We're just going to show you some of the excursions that you could do within close proximity of the hotel. Horseback riding can actually be done up north, which is not a problem because on your arrival day, depending on your arrival time, depending on your departure time, you can actually run to the north of the island to get that tour done. The Fortune Hotel is well placed. You can do practically any excursion from the Fortune Hotel. You can dive, you can horseback, you can do spa treatments, you can hike, you can kayak, you can swim with the whales. There's a lot that you can do, right, Francesca?
Oh yeah, so
no.
much.
Yes,
as you mentioned, I'm sorry, you can definitely work with you and your package deal to put in your diving with land-based stores. We can work something out. We're willing to go ahead and work with your week to let it all happen, to take the full advantage of everything we have to offer. Not everything, because there's a lot. You have to come back. But
oh yes, you have to come back numerous times. Even me as an islander, I discover things every day.
Definitely.
Right. Frank, tell them a bit more about diving.
Okay, so the most exciting part. So of course, I know that everyone, the biggest question is if we're ready and if we're open. And yes, the answer is definitely yes. We are ready and we are open. And hopefully sooner, much sooner than later, we can all literally take the mask off. And I'm not speaking our dive mask. We want to put our dive masks on and get in the water. So we are open, as you can see, even in the photos. After Hurricane Maria, some people will ask, how are the reefs? How are they doing? We literally lost a couple dive sites that were shallow, but because of our diving, which is mainly done in the south of the island where there's the volcanic crater, it's pretty deep. So the little areas which is a bit shallow, of course, you have the waves, and we lose a couple sponges, but they're already thriving and growing. And that's the most beautiful thing about nature, because it heals itself. So even in the beginning of the video, I could see some shots of the trees that were broken off from the hurricane. But if you come down now, you cannot even tell the difference. So the coral is beautiful, is growing, and we are ready and we are excited for you.
Next video, please, Javier.
Giants tried off the boat. So this is what will be happening when you get back here. Most dive sites start surfing about 15 feet. So if you haven't dove in a couple years, although you can do a quick refresher dive at the hotel, but it's really easy to just start off at 15 feet and then you go down this beautiful wall and into paradise. Absolutely. So yes, we do have wall diving and pinnacle diving. So you have to watch your depth. So whether you're an open water diver or advanced master diver, you just have to keep your eye out on that gauge, because it goes down pretty deep and in crystal clear waters as well.
Previous slide, William. 12, William. Sorry, guys.
So yeah, we do not have only wall diving, we have pinnacles as well, and not much of drift diving. So the dive sites where we go out on the coast, where it's sort of at the edge of the crater, if there's any strong currents, depending on the site, we can go ahead and drift it, but there's only a couple of them. Most of them you will go to Nicaragua. So the dive masters, they definitely do go in with you, and they lead the dives. So if they go in and there's a current at first to begin with, we abort the dive and we go to another dive site. There's several dive sites to choose from. Okay, Max?
Oh. So Fortune Hotel has always prided itself on being the premium hotel. We offer excellent customer service, excellent amenities, and most definitely comfortable beds. Extremely comfortable beds. After a long day of diving, I know that all you want to do probably at night is just relax and watch some television and wait for your dive the next day. So currently at the hotel, we offer our main amenities are our infinity pool, our hot tub. Currently, as you know, we are still under construction, but when construction resumes and is completed, we will have a lot more to offer. Those of you who are traveling with kids, that's not a problem. Currently, we do offer babysitting services. However, with the new fourth section, which will be on board next year, we will also be reinstating our kids club. The kids, we arrange activities for the kids from morning to afternoon, so you have nothing to worry about. If you want to go back out for an afternoon dive, that's not a problem. If you want to go out for a night dive, that's still not a problem. We could arrange a babysitter for you at this point, since the club closes at about 6 p.m. daily. Our spa services will also come back on board. So if you want to have deep tissue massages, if you want to have couple massages, that can be arranged in the spa. Currently, they can be done in the comfort of your bedroom or on your balcony. Whichever one suits you, it's just fine for us. Just to give us about 24 hours notice to arrange it so that the masseuse can come in and take care of your needs. Next slide, please. No, the one before, 13. Recently, the Fortune Hotel renovated what some of you may know as the Waterfront Restaurant has been rebranded the Palisades Restaurant, the only seaside restaurant in Roseau. We offer exquisite cuisine. Right now, due to COVID-19, unfortunately, we are closed. But on Fridays, we offer a spectacular menu, and the results that I've been getting online through emails, through Facebook is unbelievable. Everyone still feels that Fortune is there for them. Our cuisine is definitely on par, and we are working with Secret Bay, Chef Grant Linot, I hope I said it correctly, who is awesome, and he's giving us some awesome ideas. So when you come back to Fortune, we're probably going to have a whole new menu because we are looking at improving constantly. And that is one of the things that we are looking at. Differences in our breakfast, in our buffet lunch, in our dinner, and it's just awesome, the ideas that we have right now on board. So I know I can't wait. I feel like I'm a visitor that's going to come back to Fortune Hotel because it's just so amazing what we have planned for you guys. Your diving is taken care of by Francesca. Your food will be taken care of by Chef Grant and Nayan, who's our F&B services manager. And obviously, any questions, any queries, anything that you need, I'm always hands-on. While at the hotel, we have different room categories. Most of our divers stay in our oceanfront rooms. However, we do have our suites, which are 1 bedroom, includes a kitchenette, and comes with a king-size bed. For persons who have their children or their adult children who wants to come, that is actually a room category that you should be comfortable with because we can actually insert an additional bed in there for the person. Next slide, please. The next category on there is our deluxe oceanfront rooms, which are equally, no, almost as large, I would say. They're very comfortable. Majority of those rooms actually comes with 2 beds, unlike the oceanfront rooms where majority of the rooms comes with one bed. This is our oceanfront rooms. These rooms actually have 4 interconnecting rooms. Therefore, if you want to come again with your families, you have kids or teenagers, you could actually book a king-size room bed, room with a king-size bed, sorry, and a room with 2 double beds. So this is something I'm pretty much excited about. It's going to be in the new section of the hotel, which is currently under renovation. So these are more, say, renderings of what the rooms will look like. The ocean view rooms will actually have, if I'm not mistaken, 32 rooms. Those rooms are divided between rooms with 2 beds and rooms with 1 bed. They're going to be comfortable, they're going to be breathtaking, they're going to be modernized, yet historic, because we have to keep, you know, with the historic part of the hotel. We have to keep the history of the hotel in view. And our last room category, our lowest room category, is the mountain view rooms. I can't wait to try them myself. I know you can't wait to try them yourselves. So we look forward to welcoming each and every one of you soon, soon, soon in any of our room categories. Again, these new rooms are coming on board. There will be 60 between the 2 new room categories, and a lot, or much, about half of them are actually rooms with 2 beds. So therefore, for dive groups, those room categories probably would be, you know, probably the most requested because of the sleeping arrangements. Here are some of the amenities that you will find in our rooms. Coffee maker, hair dryer, ironing board. And for me, this is very important, the iron and the ironing board. I travel a lot, and especially to European countries, and they have a designated room for the iron, to iron, and you have to go so far sometimes because those hotels are really huge to get, to an iron. So at Fort Young, we try our best to ensure that our guests have all the comfort that they need within their room, like they are at home. Next slide, please. Our renowned Palisades restaurants. Again, we have a lot of new menus, new events that are going to be surrounded around the Palisades restaurant and around the the Ballas Bar, which is found immediately under the Palisades restaurant. We offer buffet breakfast. On the weekends, we offer what we call Creole breakfast, which is local dishes where you could get our green bananas and saltfish and our cucumber fresh salads, especially the cucumber salads. And it's amazing, and it's mouth-watering, and we look forward to welcoming each of you. Next slide, please. These are some photos of what the inside of the Palisades restaurant currently looks like. Oh, I wish I had mine. This is the interior actually with the buffet style. That's actually one of my favorite places to sit. I patronize a lot. The lobster, again, the dining is exquisite and is to die for, and it will just amaze you, to just blow you away. At the hotel, again, we do offer wellness, and soon our spa and our gym will be back on board. There you can receive all of your massages and your exercises. Those of you who are also not only divers, but exercise, fanatics, you will be able to enjoy your stay here. You'll be able to exercise in the gym. You'll be able to do yoga on certain days as well. We also offer meeting spaces, and it is with great humility and extreme excitement that I can say that in 2021, Stephen Frank will actually be hosting his master photography class at the Fort Young Hotel. And those of you who are interested, do not hesitate to reach out to Caradonna, because it's in our partnership with Caradonna, and you will definitely enjoy the Fort Young Hotel. Our meeting spaces are comfortable, just like our bedrooms and our restaurants, and that is one of the main reasons why he is actually coming here, because he can get everything. It's a one-stop shop. Next slide, please. Now I'm going to hand it over to the dive expert, Francesca, who will give you a bit more of diving at the hotel. I know that's what most of you guys are waiting for. Go ahead, Fran.
Definitely. Now the excitement starts. Alrighty. Thanks, Makisha. So, of course, Fort Young Hotel and Dive Resort, we have thought of everything for you to make your stay absolutely just a trip of a lifetime, to make you want to come back. So we do have a shop, the only dive shop on the island, where I am showing on the map, where the dive sites are located on the south. So we do have accessories available. For example, you go diving and you lost a dive fin. We do have that available to you. We do have a rental section as well.
Can you go back to the previous slide, please?
If anybody wants to go ahead and rent a pair of fins or some masks. We do also have a gear room available, indeed. So you can, after diving, we do everything for you. It's valet diving. So when you come to the dive shop, we tell you that you're on vacation. So yes, you will be diving, but most people like that. We hold on your equipment. We take it to the dock for you at the end of the dive. We bring it back up, have it rinsed off, out, dry, and back into the gear room at the end of the day, which stays locked. There is the option for shore diving as well. As you can tell, Fort Young is right on the waterfront. So people do shore dive if you are interested in that. Normally we would leave at 8:30 in the mornings. A 20-minute boat ride gets you to the dive site. Most times we do a 2-tank. We stay out, have the surface interval, your second dive, and then you come back in by about 1 p.m. If you are looking to do multiple dives, we would encourage you to try to pre-book that. Email us and we can have that arranged for you. So we know that there's a lot to do on the island, not just diving. So if you want to do 2 or let's say 3 days of 2 tanks, it would be 2, 4, 6, and an afternoon dive. Of course, there's an option for doing an afternoon dive. So you can get your 10 dives in, and you have a couple extra days to go out, whether you want to do the boiling lake or island tours and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Not forgetting the option for nitrox. We definitely offer nitrox for the groups as well. You have that option as well for nitrox, and maybe unlimited nitrox depending on the dive groups, as long as you go ahead and meet the requirements. So yes, we do have rinse tanks, as I mentioned, Fort Young Dive, and the hotel has thought of everything. So we have rinse tanks available, of course, and camera buckets for the rinsing of the cameras on the boats and on site as well. The water is generally pretty clear. So on a good day, you can have a visibility up to 60 feet. Generally, it's pretty clear. Most times we have bad visibility. If it rains a lot the day before, it gets a little bit cloudy, but just only in the first few 3-4 feet of water. Remember, our waters are pretty deep. So once you get down to that reef, then again, it clears off. So it is great diving. And we are open and we are excited to have you come. We're just waiting. We are just waiting for you. So yeah.
Next video, please, Javier.
So depending on the package that you have, we do have a whale watching, which is included. You would come in most times on a Saturday and you begin diving on a Sunday. So the boat leaves at 8:30 and we pre-order your lunches for you. So when you get back at 1 p.m., it's already waiting. So it's simple. You get back, you have your lunch, to go to
and
your
you
room
head out to whale watching.
2 p.m. So yeah, the boat leaves at 2 p.m. and then we're off. It's a 3-hour tour. Every time it reminds me of Gilligan's Island, 3 hours. So it's a 3-hour tour, and Dominica is known as the sperm whale capital of the Caribbean. So we always have the sperm whales in our waters, the females, and during the peak seasons, the males come and they mate. So it's a 90% chance of seeing the sperm whales.
And the peak
so you go out, you leave at 2 p.m. and back by 5. So yes, we go whale watching, and just to point that out, it's whale watching.
Watching, it's not swimming with the whales. This is totally different, okay? So for this presentation, we actually have 3 promotions that we are presenting. The first one is the summer dive offer. Due to COVID-19, we have extended the travel and the booking period. Therefore, you can contact Caradonna directly and they will give you the information on that. Just to summarize, the summer dive package is a 7-night accommodation package where you get 1 night complimentary. You pay for 6 and you get the 7th night for free. As per all our packages, you have breakfast included and airport transfers. You get 10 dives, which is 5 days of 2-tank diving. Your marine pack fees are included. And as Francesca said, some of the packages that you book, they actually have topside excursions in there. In this one, we have the whale watching tour, which only goes out on a Sunday. So your first day of diving, if you come in on a Saturday, would be the Sunday. So you dive Sunday morning, and at 2 p.m. on the Sunday afternoon, you go out whale watching.
Just to point out quickly, Makisha, I'm sorry. So
No
we do have, there are people who definitely want to go in the water with the whales, which they do have that option to do so. But it's separate from the dive dive offer. It's a different license that you'd have to get to do so, but the option is there.
Definitely. And also the second excursion is to our renowned twin falls, the Trafalgar Falls and the Tito Gorge, which is at the base of, the second largest boiling lake in Dominica, in the world, our own boiling lake. All taxes are included. But if you want to add on additional nights, that can be done for you. For groups, we do have group perks. For every 6 persons who book, 1 person is complimentary. We have complimentary nitrox upgrade. Obviously, you have to follow the guides of PADI for this one. And we have unlimited shore diving included for the groups.
So the boiling lake is pretty awesome. We know that this is the #1 hike that most people want to do. You have this bubbling grayish blue water, and with the vapor that comes with it, you get that sense like you're on a different planet. So it's a beautiful experience to go hiking. It's as Makisha mentioned, it's a 3 to 4 hour one way. So it is definitely worth it.
It's challenging, but worth it, yes.
I've done it once.
I've never done it. I'm scared of
Can
doing
I
that
quickly
one.
ask you about the offer guarantee?
Yes,
Book now, travel later?
So,
alrighty.
Right,
Thank
so
you.
the offer guarantee is actually the same components as the summer dive package. In that offer, what we're doing is we're including unlimited shore diving for everyone. And for the groups, we're offering again the comp factor of the ratio 5:1 and the complimentary nitrox. The only difference is that the summer dive you would have a window to be able to pay, but the guaranteed dive has to be prepaid. If you're interested in that package, again, reach out to Caradonna and they'll give you all the information that you need. Next slide, please. Swimming with the whales. I love this package because it gives you a little bit of everything. You get to swim for 3 days with the whales. And for the next 3 days, you get to dive and do topside excursions. You get to do canyoning, Middleham Falls, and again, the Tito Gorge and the Trafalgar Falls. All of these sites, again, are within close proximity of the hotel. It's very easy to get them done in the afternoons after you have dived. Again, group perks. They are group perks, and there's a booking window and a travel window, and you can reach out to Caradonna and they'll give you more information about that. Again, COVID-19 is a challenge for each and every one of us. And here at the hotel, we continue to monitor not only what our local government is advising, but also we're also monitoring the on an international level. As soon as from both ends, our end and internationally, the borders are lifted, we will be more than happy to welcome you. We have a lot of measures in place, from food and beverage to welcoming you at the hotel, to the reception, to the dive shop. Even me as a sales and marketing manager, we have, procedures in place to ensure your safety and your wellness while you are here with us. Thank you for having us. And here's a final video before we take some questions.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to go ahead now, if it's okay, and bring Doris on. She's been managing the questions behind the scenes,
Sure.
and there's been so many, so we will answer some by email, but she will pick the most topical questions. Doris is one of our top Caradonna agents, but all of us have dove and been to Dominica, and even though we've seen so much activities here, it's really a very relaxed, quiet island. All of the activities are with nature, and so you definitely feel quiet and calm and away from the chaos that you might have in other islands. So go ahead and take it away, Doris, and bring up some topical questions for us. Thank you.
Hi, ladies. That was awesome. It reminds me of my trip to Dominica, and I cannot wait to get back there. So thank you for that. We got a lot of questions. So first of all, I would like to ask Nikisha about the construction on those new rooms and stuff. When do you guys anticipate that being complete?
Prior to COVID-19, we were looking at October 19 of this year. But unfortunately, we have to push it back for another year. So currently, we're looking at October 2021.
I know, this darn COVID is just messing up all of our plans, isn't it? It's
I was so
terrible.
looking forward to me with you guys, but we have to get back on for next year.
Awesome. Well, most of the questions do revolve around diving, so I'm going to target Fran here. Is it possible, do you guys do night dives, and what about night shore dives? Are those available, or is that a no-no?
Yes, they're available as well. The dive shop closes at 5, and I go home, but at the Fort Young, they do have the option if they want to night dive. They just let us know in advance, and of course, we let everyone know the options that are available. And they do so, rinse off their equipment, use the key from the front desk, and lock up right afterwards, or take their gear, whatever they need, to their rooms. So the option for night diving at the hotel or the shore diving is available, and also out on the boat. Or we do have to meet the minimum, which is 8. As long as we have the 8 minimum, then we go out.
Awesome. And
one-time
what would you
dive.
say? What would you say is the best time of year for visibility and just overall diving if somebody's, trying to plan their trip?
Okay, I would say right now it's a good time during our quote unquote dry season, even if we do get some rain. But during, let's say, February, March, April, May, June, these times we get great visibility. But all year round, it's good. It just gets great. So yeah, we get good visibility.
Awesome. And what about dive guides in the water? Is there a ratio? How many dive guides to customers? And if you've got like a photography buddy team or something, is it required that they dive with the guides?
It is. We do encourage that everyone stays together. We have a ratio of 8-to-1. So if there's 16 people, we have 2 dive masters in the water. Generally, the dive masters lead the dive, and they expect people to follow along. Some people want to do their own thing, but you stay close enough with the group. The photographers, we generally let people buddy up if they do not have a buddy, but we don't have any specific rule for photographers.
Awesome. Okay. And how many people on the boat, and the average dive depth, and approximately how many dive sites do folks have to choose from? I know that's a loaded question, but hopefully you can answer it quickly.
Well, we have the one main boat that we use that takes 16 to 18 divers safely, comfortably, I should say. Again, we have different options of boats. If the group is bigger, we can fit at least 20, let's say, people on a boat.
For a group, we can take a maximum of 40 persons, and that will be shared between 2 boats.
2 boats. So that will be shared. Thank you, Michelle.
Yes, we do not want to book, safety reasons, etc., past 40, but we can safely do 40 between 2 boats.
Okay, great. So if you have a group of 40 people, we are ready for you. So we generally max out at 60 feet. The dive masters, you would see them at that depth. Most times that would be the max depth. But again, as I mentioned,
that folks could visit during their stay.
Yes, we have at least, I'm saying a minimum of about comfortably 10. So you're coming for 2-time go dive for 5 days. You can definitely do a new dive site for your entire week, guaranteed. Now we do have more dive sites which are on the outside of the national park, which is the marine reserve. We do have dive sites there, but because it's in the Atlantic, we have some currents. So the chances we get to do them, but just not so often. But the dive sites are so beautiful. A lot of people have no problem repeating a dive site at least once, because you do it again, you don't remember. You do it at just a little depth difference makes a new dive site.
Awesome. Okay, I know we're getting tight on time. I have 2 more questions. One is for Makisha about, is it possible that you guys are working on maybe an all-inclusive option for the hotel? We've got some folks asking about that.
Yes, we definitely are working on an all-inclusive option. Like I said, when we reopen, there will be a lot more to offer from our dining perspective. So persons should stay tuned and also reach out to Caradonna from time to time to find out if there's an update on that. As soon as we have that completed, we will send that over to you guys.
Awesome. And then this is kind of a crazy question. Somebody wants to know if there's still a van driver called Big Baby.
Oh my God. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the name. I'm hoping that he's still around. I'll find out for you and let you know.
I know that was off the wall, but We got to try to get everybody in. Awesome, ladies. Thank you so much. That was phenomenal. And I loved the rooster crowing in the background. It made me feel like I was there.
Yes.
That's me. Oh, all righty. I'm so happy. Thank you for having us.
And us again at Fortune is always great. It's always beautiful. This is what I've been looking at every second.
Oh my gosh, that view.
Yes, and that's a bit of the view. Well, actually, right now, the room categories, that's the view that each and every one of you are going to be getting when you get here. We look forward to welcoming you guys, Caradonna.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, definitely.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.